This Lent season, we're going to be learning a lot more about the Nourishing Vocations project. And so I'm going to take a couple minutes to talk about that as we move through the Lenten season. Some of you may recall last summer that Beth and Tracy and I went to a conference where we were learning more about this Nourishing Vocations project. We are, as a church, part of a cohort for this project. It's fully funded by the Lilly Endowment Grant, and it's through St. Olaf College, where we're learning more about what it means to lean into our Christian vocation. And so during Lent, we're going to be talking more about this. I apologize, I did this slide, the letters are small. Vocation comes from the Latin word vocari, which means to call. So to embrace vocation is to recognize that what one does in this life is not merely by one's personal choice or for one's personal fulfillment or gain. Instead, we have to look at God, how God calls people to be part of God's purposes in this world for the sake of the common good. So leaning into the call of God in all areas of life is to be attentive to our vocation. So when we're talking about vocation, we're talking about three fundamental questions. Who am I called to be? What am I called to do? And why am I here? And this can be contemplated on an individual level or as a communal level, as a whole, as a church. And the next slide, I think, shows a little, again, I need to get better at how big lettering needs to be, but each box represents, so we have on the top three boxes, the green, the purple, and the turquoise. What am I called to be? What am I called to do, and why am I here? And then on the bottom, it just asks those same three questions with we. So it kind of changes things when you look at we as a whole. And so that's sort of an introduction to vocation and the Nourishing Vocations project. And then throughout Lent, we're going to talk more about these things. You'll also be hearing about them on Wednesdays in our series that's coming up.